and boom goes the dynamite.
And welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. I am your host, Michael Carvelis, as always. It is November 28, 2023, here on Tuesday. It is 1:01 p.m. here on the East Coast in Georgia, home of the Swarm. I hope you're enjoying your day so far. Now that you're here on Daily Dive Lax, be sure to click the link tree in our bio or simply go to the description below, and there you will see the link tree. Click that and go to the Our Store tab. Remember, a new logo this Friday means new merchandise. You'll want to see that store when it's updated that morning. Trust me, it's worth it. It's the best way to support our show, and for that, we thank you so much. The link tree in our bios at Daily Dive Lax. We also want to once again thank everybody for 60 subscribers here on YouTube, and to remind you that coming exclusively this Friday, all season long, will be 12-ounce Sports and Daily Dive Live. So be sure to go to 12-ounce Sports. That's 12, the letter OZ Sports, and there you will see our live shows. You can still catch the clips from our shows on our YouTube and other social medias. Remember, the live show will be exclusively on 12-ounce Sports. We thank you so much to the team out there. Let's get to our Albany Firewolves preview and blind reveal. Remember, the Albany Firewolves, they're not great. And our blind reveal is kind of much unveiling itself pretty much here. But the Albany Firewolves re-signed Marshall Palace to a 2-year contract. That was good. I like Marshall Palace. They re-signed Connor Kelly for 1 year. They re-signed Ethan Walker for 2 years. Signings, not that much. Again, it's Albany. Like, what can you do there? Nothing much. They dealt Thomas Faison. They dealt Connor Kelly to Colorado after re-signing him. And they acquired Sam Firth from Las Vegas, among others. Brett Manny retired, and Kieran McCardle retired to play only PLL. It is interesting to note that Albany did draft Dyson Williams, who is supposed to be a generational talent. He's a son of Sean Williams. He's like the next Jeff Teat, basically. And you'd like to think that Dyson is going to help him out a lot next season. But it appears that Albany will not have much to give this year. They're going to rely heavily on goaltender Doug Jamieson, and I don't know how well that goes for their season. And frankly, producer Joe doesn't know either. Remember yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, when I talked about the Las Vegas Desert Dogs, how they have that home record of 4-5, because when people go to Vegas, they do other things besides play lacrosse and play sports in general. I don't want to call it just lacrosse fans, but Las Vegas has a home home arena advantage. The Albany Firewolves do not. There's a few teams in the New York area. You got Philadelphia, the Bandits, you got the Toronto Rock, who are kind of nearby, the Rochester Nighthawks. It's just the Riptide. It's not a good thing if you're Albany. They were not good. They were horrible last season. In fact, let's get to those stats from last season. As the season is just upon us by this Friday, Albany Firewolves were 3-15, including 0-9 at home. Again, the home record was a major decision in why I put them number 15 on my graphic. Obviously, there's not many teams to choose from. By this point, we only have San Diego, Buffalo, and Halifax. And obviously, you probably know where the next one's going to go as well. But Albany is just, they're not good. They're not a good lacrosse team. Again, if they can rely on their defense and Marshall Palace to do everything, that's fantastic. But chances are that's not reality. Connor Kelly is gone. Like I said, Kieran McCardle retired to only play PLL because they probably offered him some good money. You have nobody on this list that's going to go crazy. Now, granted, Adam Levy did comment. That he believes, I believe it was 2 Albany Firewolves are going to win the are going to win Rookie of the Season. I'm trying to see if I can find that. Oh, Adam Levy commented 42 minutes ago on Twitter that Ty Kurtz or Alex Simmons will win NLL Rookie of the Year as one of his bold takes for the season. So that's an interesting facet. Can their young guys step up? We don't know. So Albany Firewolves, you are the dead last team. And guys, they might be pretty awful this year. Albany, I know I was counting your fans up last season, but this is pretty bad. I really hope the marketing does well, but this is rough. Your team is not good. I can see the coach or the GM stepping down or getting fired or whatever. It's just, they're going to be pretty, I mean, it's not just like awful. They're going to be like the team like Las Vegas Desert Dogs, like I said, having home field advantage. Rochester's got Connor Fields. Saskatchewan's got Patrick Dodds. Riptide have Jeff Teat. Vancouver Warriors have Kurt Malosky, Keegan Ball, and a crew. What does Albany have? By far the worst team in the National Lacrosse League, and it's sad. When I come back, though, here on Daily Dive on this Tuesday, we're going to talk about the Halifax Thunderbirds. Where do they rank on our blind reveal? You won't want to miss this. I've heard it's a pretty controversial take. We're right back. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm trying to figure out this top 50. My page is not refreshing, which is, of course, beyond me. But it is Tuesday, November 28, 2023. The time is currently 1:08 p.m. here in Georgia, home of the Swarm on the East Coast. You're watching the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. And the top 15 forwards list is out. It is interesting to say the least. Robert Church, I believe, has been snubbed. We got no Randy Stotts, no Keegan Ball, which I am shocked Keegan Ball's not on the list. No Mitch Jones, no Jesse King. Oh my goodness. So here it is, number 15. Brendan Bomberry of what? Wow. Okay. Brendan Bomberry of Georgia's number 15. Blaze Riordan, Philadelphia number. I completely disagree if Blaze Riordan's a top 15 forward. I completely disagree. I don't care if he played both leagues. I haven't seen enough of him in the NLL. I'm sorry. 34 goals, 39 assists, not enough for 15, top 15. I'm Sean Beatty's thing. How did Adam Sean Beatty's make it? Is that over Keegan Ball? There's no way. There's no way. Liger at number 12, that's Eli McLaughlin. Andrew Q is number 11. What are these people smoking? Wow. Okay, Adam Levy kind of told us that the top forwards list will be not stupid. He said it would be a little bit controversial. This is rough. Ben McIntosh is not a top 15 forward, a top 10 forward in the NLL. Dane Doby at 9. Connor Fields at 8, way too low. Curtis Dixon 7. Josh Burns 6. Tom Schreiber 5. Y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm so done. Oh. They put Austin Stotts at number 4. This is bad. Oh, wow. Austin Stotts is the number 4 forward in the National Lacrosse League, according to coaches and GMs. Oh. Oh, wow. I'm going to take a. I seriously, to compose myself, am going to take a quick break here. Oh, wow. Y'all, the NLL coaches and GMs put Austin Stotts as a number 4 forward. We'll be back. Oh, buddy, this is gonna be a good show. Okay, so you're tuned in to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. It is November 28, 2023. The NLL has just announced their coaches and GMs. Austin Stotts is the number 4 forward in the National Lacrosse League. Let that sink in, because I still don't know if it's sunk in for me. I'm absolutely speechless. I don't know how to put into words the anger of these people. I almost understand why this league has not grown. Maybe that's a bad take. I don't know how to put into words how bad that is. Austin Stotts on his own, the Seals, right? Like, who is he? Am I reading this right? San Diego Austin Stotts. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. I did not believe that the NLL coaches and GMs were doing this just to fire people up until this. This is an all-time horrible ranking. People laughed at me for some rankings that I've had. This is worse than Mike on Daily Dive. This is horrible. I mean, I know it's just like for conversation, but the disrespect of so many players is so off the charts. They want, and Lyle Thompson, number 3. I'll be honest with you guys. I said to producer Joe, he told me I should think about saying this, but I told producer Joe, I think Lyle Thompson's time is coming to an end in the NLL as a top player. I do. I don't think stacking the deck and winning a Man Cup is a big deal. The Jordan Swarm missed the playoffs last season. Lyle Thompson was not fantastic. Maybe he did need some time away, which is why he took time away from the PLL. That's fantastic. Lyle Thompson, number 3, is pure nostalgia at this point. It is pure holding on to the past. Austin Stotts, number 4, is complete and utter malpractice. And I don't know how to describe how awful that is. Again, it's just for conversation, so take it with a grain of salt. But to tell people, to tell these fans that are coming in the game to watch out for the number 4 forward being Austin Stotts is complete garbage. You can't. If Adam Levy came on the show Friday and gave me a million stats in front of my face that try to prove a point, I would still not believe him. Period. There is no way to justify myself and producer Joe. I know we already did our top 15 players, so this list is defunct. We were just thinking of like a top 5 forwards, okay? And we came up with this list, okay? If we had to like redo it and just rethink these things, our top 5 forwards, I had Dane Smith, Josh Byrne, Jeff T, Connor Phillips, Mitch Jones. I considered Lyle. I considered Dane Doby. I considered Tom Schreiber. I considered a bunch of players. Never once in my brain the name Austin, even Randy Stotts did not come up in top 5 conversation. And you want me to believe Austin Stotts, again, all respect to him and his family. This has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with the fact this list, all of these lists are pure fabrications at this point. There is no way to justify putting that list out there like this. Adam Levy literally came on the show and told us there might be some controversy and some feathers raised. Holy cow! That's all. There's not enough adjectives to describe how bad that is. I'll just say that's all I can say. Let's just get to let's get to the Halifax Thunderbirds Jesus. All right, Halifax Thunderbirds last season I believe they were 10-8. Make sure I get that correct. Yeah, the Halifax Thunderbirds were 10-8 last season. Austin Stotts, by the way, had only 75 points last season. I say only because they're like 75, by the way, while I'm doing this. 75 ranks number 27 in the entire league. Most of the guys ahead of him were forwards, just so you know. But number 4, definitely. Anyways, Halifax Thunderbirds last season went 10-8, including 5-4 home record, 5-4 away, so pretty much even there. This team, of course, was led by Randy Stotts, the better version probably. 59 assists, 34 goals, looked incredible. What did they do last season, though, in the offseason, that makes this team good again? Tyson Bell with the hair, 2-year re-sign. Austin Shanks gets a 1-year deal. Clark Peterson gets a 2-year deal. Ryan Tarafanko, 3 years. Cody Jamison re-signed. Nonkin Thompson re-signed. Ryan Benesh re-signed. Warren Hill re-signed for a year. Now, you wonder, Michael, this team's got to make the playoffs, right? Well, according to producer Joe, Halifax is the number 7 seed. I have them at number 10. The reason I have them at number 10, I don't see enough raw star talent to contend with the top 8 teams that I have. My number 2 team, Toronto Rock, at least have Tom Schreiber pending health. He's on the injured reserve. They've got Mark Matthews. They've got Nick Rose. Philadelphia Wings have Mitch Jones. Mitch Jones, I believe, was actually snubbed from Mitch Jones was not even on the top 15 forwards. Yeah, eat rocks, okay? Blaze Riordan, who I just poo-pooed on, but is still not a bad player at all. They got Ben McIntosh, Joe Rositeritz. Calgary's got their old crew. Rochester, Connor Fields, and Thomas McConvey, who's the number 1 pick from last season. Jordan's got Lyle Thompson. Panther City has got some young studs like John Donville and Will Malcolm. Colorado, even who's my 9th seed, has some stars on their team. Who does Halifax has Randy Stotts, Cody Jamison, and that there's just not. I don't see enough there. Now, there's one thing Halifax does have going for it right now is consistency. Now, a lot of times in other sports, when a team doesn't make much moves and they just kind of stay stagnant, it almost appears like they're going to get worse. I don't know if that's the case for Halifax, but I think in a unified standings where everybody plays everybody at least once, let's go through Halifax's games last season. They lost to the Bandits, lost to Albany, lost to the Rock, lost to Calgary, lost to Rochester, lost to Buffalo, lost to Georgia. They beat Albany. They beat the Riptide, who are not good teams. They beat the Rush, who were not a good team. They beat the Riptide again, who were not a good team at that point. And they beat the Swarm to make the playoffs, and that was for nothing. I feel like, and I know I was told that this might be a little bit controversial to have Halifax at number 10, but I think, even though I do believe that consistency could be a thing this year, I don't see enough raw star power to put this team over the top and to make the playoffs. Again, unified standings, a couple of teams are going to have to miss. You're like, oh my God, like where did they go wrong? That's what's going to have to happen in this day and age of the NLL. So Joe's got him at number 7. I've got him at number 10. And remember, Albany's number 15 of our latest blind reveal. The only 2 teams remaining are San Diego Seals and the Buffalo Bandits. Are me and Joe similar at the 1 seed? The 1 seed is still wide open, baby. Who got the 1 seed for myself and producer Joe? Who got the 3 seed for me and the 4 seed for Joe? Interesting stuff there. Halifax also, they hired Andrew Suter as defensive coordinator. They dealt Chris Bushi to Toronto. But again, they signed Cole Kirsch, so they should be even a little bit better. But again, I think the unified standings will show them I am right. And I bet you if you ask the coaches and GMs right now which team would make the playoffs, they would say the Albany Firewolves. I'm sorry, I'm still stewing over that. Anyways, Daily Dive will be right back. Don't go anywhere. When I come back, 3 bold predictions. Oh, you thought we were done. We're back. You're watching the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis. This show is up and down. After I saw the top 15 forwards list, I was like, oh, it was going to go downhill from there. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to have to regroup and talk about that one tomorrow, about Austin Stotts being the number 4 forward in the National Lacrosse League, but whatever. This is Daily Dive, like I said. Now that you're here, head to the link tree in our social media bios or go to the description below on YouTube and click it and go to the Our Store tab. Remember, new logo this Friday means brand new merchandise. We cannot wait for this opening face-off weekend in the NLL. It's going to be something special. We've got some nice guests coming on Friday, including Pat Gregoire and Adam Levy. And we will have more information on our Friday shows going forward very, very shortly. Remember, 12-ounce sports, that's 12, the letter O-Z Sports, and Daily Dive. That's the only way to get your live full shows of Daily Dive is go to 12-ounce sports social media. They're on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter/X, and YouTube. You can still find our show clips and other great graphics from us on our regular social media, but thank you so much for that. Now let's get to 3 bold predictions. The time is 1:25 here in Georgia, home of the Swarm, and I've got some hot ones for you. Number 1, the New York Riptide will once again be very below average, even with Jeff Teat running his numbers up. I think his numbers might fall a little bit because I think their defense will try to slow things down, but I don't think this team has enough to contend with anybody in the top spots. I think the Riptide will be once again a bottom feeder in the NLL. Next up, I believe the San Diego Seals will once again lose in the first round of the playoffs. I don't care who they play. I feel like a hot 7 or 8 seed or a tough 4 or 5 seed could get them. And I think the Seals will once again pull a choke job in the playoffs. I don't think the Seals are going to win it, and I do not trust Chris Riglieri. And finally, my number 3 take, and I'll put some money where my mouth is on this one. We'll do some giveaway that if the Albany Firewolves win more, if the Albany Firewolves win more than 2 games this season, if they can win 3 games this season, the Albany Firewolves, should we put it 3? Yeah, if they win 3 games, I'll do a giveaway because I don't think they're going to win. I think they might win 1. I think they might win 1 game. If the Albany Firewolves win 3 games this season, I will do a giveaway of like cash and merchandise. Seriously. I'll probably announce that tomorrow officially, but I don't think Albany's going to win more than 1 game. I just don't. I think Doug Jameson is going to play his heart out. And God forbid if that dude gets injured, they're in big. They might have to just like forfeit games. Like they are horrible. Horrible. They have no home field advantages. Last season showed. I don't think they're good. I think they're pretty awful again. I think the Riptide will be underwhelming once again. The Seals will have a choke job in the first round again. And I believe the Albany Firewolves will win no more than 1 game next season. And if they win 3, I will do a giveaway that I'll probably announce tomorrow. So there you go. There's my 3 bold predictions. I probably got way more where that came from, as you'll see our standings unveil itself tomorrow for the first time. But it's Tuesday here of opening week in the NLL. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is so fun. We're excited to show you guys the merchandise. We really are. That stuff is amazing. You'll definitely want to check it out. But for everyone that watches this show, we appreciate you so much. I love this league. And I love the Sun. I love the Sun as well. Whatever. I love this league, even though I think their coaches and GMs need to be drug tested. I just want to say thank you for tuning in once again. You guys are great and fantastic. The bread and the butter. The pecan to my pie. That was a good one. For everyone behind the scenes that's helping us have credibility, thank you. You the real ones. For producer Joe, who might just be my father, I'm your host, Mario Carvello, saying have a great rest of your day. This has been Daily Dive. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye.